Hello fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. On the last episode, we continued to examine the evidence room, found a couple of bloody handprints and a lot of blood in the corner where the broken pot was at. So, obviously something happened in there. But we headed over to Edgeworth, because he just got finished with his inquiry. Plus, we had to go talk to him about why his name was on the ID card list. Turns out he went there because of a screwdriver. So, I guess he's cleared at the moment. But, on this episode, we're going to continue talking with him a little bit and hopefully head back over to the evidence room and finish off our investigation before tomorrow's trial. So, we need to present Edgeworth with something. We're going to present... we can present either the note, or we can present the switchblade. And since I like presenting the switchblade, apparently.
I know you. You probably got a hold of some information already, right?
It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in.
You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life, as I recall. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later.
A bad memory. He's talking about the murder in the elevator, which I proved he had falsified some things. I mean, it's his memory. He could falsify it as much as he wants. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Alright, so now, we go to talk. Allegations of forgery. Ooh!
The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant.
That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too, then? Oh, there was no question mark at the end of that like I was expecting.
He was the best we had, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous.
Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? He was 22. Let it be easy. What I want to know is why was the deputy chief of police on the investigation?
In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed.
Wait, you didn't...
Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. And by the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something.
My sister? What?
Are you still working on that scientific investigation?
Huh? Yes, of course! Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this!
Luminol testing fluid, hmm? Well then, you might have use for this.
Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints!
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion.
For me? Are you sure? We have an enemy, you know!
I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will.
Edgeworth, I'm really...
No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved.
Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Also, whose fingerprints does he have? Fingerprinting set and fingerprint file received. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Yes, just look down at your left hand, Phoenix, and just start coating it in powder. So, let's head over to the crime scene again. So I forgot to take this. Oh, Angel's gone. Why is Angel gone? Head all the way back. I don't like the fact that there's no more music playing. That's creepy. And Marshall's gone too. Oh, God, it's so silent. I don't like it. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Phoenix, you know what a finger is. Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. So, we could choose one of these 5 fingers. When we get to one that we could use, it says examine. So, I mean, all these ones look fairly nice, except the pinky, which looks like it's been faded away. And same for the ring finger, so we could use either the thumb or the pointed finger. Let's use the pointed finger. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? Just touch the screen. See? Ah, it looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? You just blow with your breath. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See? Wow, that looks like fun. Might take some getting used to though. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. I guess I better give it a try. Oh, fingerprinting is my favorite thing to do because I hate being a perfectionist when it comes to this thing. But basically, I had to put powder everywhere and then blow it all away. I wonder how this is gonna work because, spoilers, I've been using an emulator this entire time. I do have microphone settings set on right now, so I wonder if this is gonna work. Let me test it out. Blow! It's not working. Oh, it worked a little bit. As long as I talk, it blows it away. Good. All right, that works. I mean, it's not completely gone. The more I talk, the more it goes away. I don't want to blow into the microphone, so I'm not going to do that. But let's just spread this around a little bit more. It's going around a little bit. I'm getting a giant, thick print. Spread it around. Come on. Go away, print! Whenever I say the P word, it works. Aha! You did it! You found one! But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mentioned it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left his handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with these scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find the clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. Come on, Phoenix, don't be blind. It's right here. Or right there, except that one's not usable. This one clearly is. All right, round 2. And now that I know the microphone will work, let's just go crazy. Oh, what happened? What'd I do? There we go. I have to have a technical difficulty song sooner or later, but this is starting to look more like a fingerprint than the other one did. Continue. Oh, there we go. Yay! It prints so clear, it's dazzling. The dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet. This is quite a process. Come on, Phoenix. How are you supposed to know who this fingerprint belongs to if you don't match it up? Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. You're 24, Phoenix, and you're a lawyer. Look for the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth, and point out the person you think left these prints. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was? I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with arcades. So, whose fingerprints will we most likely find on this evidence locker? Well, it's kind of obvious. All right, so she has Damon Gann's fingerprints. She has Mike Meekin's fingerprints. We can see a little image of what all their fingerprints look like. Jake Marshall's, Bruce Goodman's, Angel Star's, Emma Sky's. Why is her fingerprints on the record? Lana Sky's and Detective Gumshoe, who obviously is the correct answer if we look at the middle part of that thing. If we look at the middle part on the top screen and his fingerprint currently in the comparison of right now, so just compare it obviously. Deal or no deal, I open up a case. That's where that sound effect comes from. That's what... Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. What is she, a motivational speaker? Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Yep, one other handprint right over here. Let us use that fingerprint set. Actually, what? Oh, I guess I just examined the door. This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right? Right! There's a handprint here! Okay, wanna try using this? There go her eyes sparkling again. Check for prints, leave it be. Why would we leave it be? Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit! Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Well, there are 5 fingerprints on a. There's 5 fingerprints on a hand. I don't know why I restarted that. And there's only 3 bloody fingerprints. So that means the other 2 fingerprints on that hand are probably not bloody and never were wiped away. So let's check around here. And yes, it's the examine thing. So we found it. All right, let's see how this fingerprint looks. Talky talk, talk, talk. Go away more. Up here, around there. We're getting a good fingerprint. Come on. Reveal yourself. There we go. So who does this fingerprint belong to? It's not Gumshoe. It's not Lana, thankfully. I mean, hers has that weird little circle thing in the middle, and this one looks like it's L. So let's find an L-shaped thumb. It's not Lana's. I like how Lana's and Emma's are kind of similar. It's not Angel's. Hers is like completely round. Damon Gantz has that, but it doesn't look it. Mike Meekin's also doesn't look like it. Jake Marshall actually does look like it. Hey, these fingerprints, they... Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? And so I'll get his fingerprints added to the court record. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in this crime. Emma, these are decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. Oh. So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain. But why would Officer Marshall? It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. And we get to be continued sign, which means that the day is done and we're getting the save. So we're gonna call it an episode here. So we actually have some decisive evidence on our side now, which once again, since we do not have these fingerprints authorized by a police officer, how does it pass evidence law again? We'll find out. Or not. So, on the next episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we're going to be heading back over to the trial, finding out, well, I think that this trial date is more about what happened in the evidence room than what happened in the parking lot. So we're going to have to try and solve the murder in the evidence room before we can go to the murder in the parking lot. So, let's solve this murder, hopefully. So, and I keep on saying so. Stop saying so. Yeah. On the next, so, until next time, hopefully you enjoy. Oh! Wait, there were 3 Dalmatians in that chest? What? 3, 16, 17, and 18? Holy crap. So, I already found 3 out of the 99 missing ones. Oh, I can go this way. Where's this gonna take me? Bizarre room. Oh, this is gonna take me back up there, isn't it? It's gonna take me where that other box is, right? No, I'm up here. What do I do up here? Lotus Force. Okay, so that is what it's called. Help!